That's not what I heard. There's more, believe me. Don't tell me you didn't know that. No. That's... Yeah, get away from here!
What are you doing here?
I'm preparing for battle.
Why?
Lately, the farmers have had more and more problems with field raiders. A few of them even managed to get themselves eaten. fat owner didn't exactly find that amusing. None of us got our pay for a week, and it was more or less my fault. Now Lee wants me to wipe out the creature's nest by myself, and the other boys have already made bets on whether I'll survive.
Are you a good fighter?
I'm fair with a sword, but with a bow, I'm very good. Why do you ask?
Where's the nest?
In the middle of the field here, in the big rock.
We could attack that nest together.
You want to help me? Why?
I want to join you.
Oh, so that's the way it is. You want to prove how good you are. All right, let's attack the beast together.
Let's attack the nest.
Right now? Or do you need to equip yourself first? You could go back to the farm first.
All right, let's wait a little longer.
You know where to...
Let's attack.
Right now? You could go back...
There's no time like the present.
Good. Then let's see what you got. So, this is where they drag the dead farmers. Disgusting. The filthy things should all be wiped out now. Let's go back.
Wait a minute. What about our agreement?
Are you kidding? You didn't do anything for it.
I think your hide could do with another tanning. I don't like having my leg pulled.
Don't make me cry. Oh man, my head.
Wait a minute.
All right, you're the better fighter. What do you want?
I want to improve.
But he knew that all along.
You don't have to tell me that.
Good. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I couldn't get away.
But no, he insisted he knew better. He never would have thought of that himself. Is it
Been
really
there,
true?
done that.
But no, he insisted he knew better. Nobody will know
I couldn't care less.
That's all just gossip.
But he knew that all along.
You just have to
I
listen.
agree with you completely.
He didn't get that from me.
That's
Nobody wants to know.
Hello, pretty girl.
Just where did you escape from?
I never would have thought of that. That's not what I heard.
They say you are revolting against the king.
My father has decided that it's time we defended ourselves. The militia never helped us anyway. They only came here to drag off our provisions.
I'm staying out of it.
What kind of work is to be had here on the farm?
My father pays money to all the men who help defend the farm. Are you interested? You don't look like someone who has a passion for field labor.
How much does your father pay?
You'd have to negotiate that with him. All I know is that each mercenary here gets paid every day.
Don't tell me you didn't know that. Will you believe that?
Are there any rules here that I should stick to?
You don't touch anything here that isn't yours. You stay away from the areas that are none of your business. And if you must pick a fight, stick to the mercenaries. If you start a brawl with the farmers, everybody here will be against you.
That's all. Nobody will want anything from me. There's more.
What's your job here?
I sell the goods that we produce. If you want to buy something, just let me know. But let me warn you, I won't stand for either haggling or stealing, understood?
You hardly know who to believe.
Has anything significant happened lately?
A few days ago, my father decreed that we're no longer allowed to sell anything in town. So now I'm staying here on the farm and selling my wares to visitors only.
Show me your wares.
What can I offer you?
Really believe that?
No idea. Believe everything he had all along.
Never would have thought of that. That's been going on a long time. I've got no time for things like that.
Really didn't deserve that.
Do you really believe that's a bad business?
I believe this is gonna change.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
It's possible. I was in the colony too.
Right. What do you want?
How's the situation?
Right now, we've got real trouble. Two factions are building up amongst us mercenaries. Silvio and his people doubt that Lee is following the right plan.
How come there are two factions?
Most of us came out of the colony with Lee back then. But some of the mercenaries hooked up with us later. They didn't come from the colony, but were farther south fighting the Yorks. Somehow they got wind that Lee needed people. Their leader was Silvio. He agreed that Lee was in charge, but now he's trying to stir up the mercenaries against him and his plan. A lot of Lee's people don't think that it's a big problem, but I know guys like Silvio. He'll go to extremes to realize his ideas.
Do you know what Lee's intentions are?
Lee wants us to wait and starve the paladins in the city. He is planning to get us all away from the island, and Enos knows I've got nothing against getting away from here. I don't really know how he's planning to go about it, but I trust him. He's led us well so far.
Do you know what Silvio is planning?
Silvio found out that some of the paladins have moved out to the old colony. He says the rest of the paladins wouldn't dare to attack us here and wants to take advantage of the situation. Plunder the small farms, waylay the militia patrols outside the city, hold up travelers, things like that. But Lee thinks that would be the worst thing we could do in our situation.
I want to become a mercenary.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Where's the problem?
Well, I either have to vote for you or against you. And in the situation we're in, I'll only vote for you if I can be sure that you're on Lee's side.
So what should I do?
Simple. Beat up a few of Silvio's boys. That way both sides will know exactly where you stand. And if you stick to the rules for a duel, you'll even win the respect of the others.
What are the rules for a duel?
Go to Torloff and let him explain it if you're interested. Just so we understand each other. I don't care if you stick to the rules or not, just as long as the boys wind up out cold in the mud.
Which of the mercenaries are Silvio's men?
There are 6 men. First of all, Silvio himself and his right-hand man, Bulco. Then there's Rod, Sentenza, Fester, and Raoul. The rest of the people are either neutral or on Lee's side.
How many of Silvio's people should I defeat?
If you knock 3 of them to the ground, then you've proven which side you're on. Whom you choose is your business. Just one little hint. This isn't about proving your courage. Don't go up against Silvio himself. He'll make mincemeat out of you.
What are you doing here in my kitchen?
Something smells delicious here.
Oh, yes. I know the likes of you. They're swarming all over the place.
got no time
First,
for
they
things
try
like
to get on your good side, and then when you need them, they're nowhere to be seen.
Same old thing.
I'm hungry.
I don't dish out food to tramps. I only feed people who work. And that mercenary riffraff,
It's as
of
easy as
course.
that.
I'm looking for work.
You want to work here on the farm? Only
wants to
Onar
know?
can decide that. The farm is his, and so is the entire valley.
Same old
Actually, I was planning to join the mercenaries.
So you're another of those felons from the penal colony? I might have known.
couldn't
Just
get away
leave
with
me
that.
alone. There's already enough of your kind around here.
That.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
What's your problem with the mercenaries?
Ah, those morons really get on my nerves, especially Silvio and his fat
happen sooner
buddy
or later.
Bulco. The 2 of them have been sitting in their corner for days now, making life miserable for me.
that isn't
The soup's
true.
too hot, the meat's too tough, etc. and so forth.
Then why don't you do anything about it?
And what am I to do, Mr. Smarty Pants? Whack them with my rolling pin? I can do that to the farmers, but these lowly bastards just hit back.
That's exactly what I said.
Want me to teach the 2 of them some manners?
You better not try that, honey. As far as I know, Silvio has magic armor. He can't be defeated.
And what about Bulco?
That guy is as strong as an ox. So far, he has flattened anyone who tried to mess with him or Silvio.
Nobody wants to know.
I need a place to sleep.
Don't even think about sleeping in my kitchen. Go find yourself a place in the barn.
The things I could tell you.
He should have known
Nothing amazes me anymore. Time. You don't have to tell me that.
How are things?
What do you want from me, weenie?
That's no secret.
Why won't they listen to me? Same old thing, all over again.
I don't believe this is gonna
How's it going?
That's none of your business, weakling.
He thinks it's as easy
Can
as
you
that.
teach me how to handle 2-handed weapons?
Listen, boy. It takes a lot of strength to wield a 2-handed weapon. Why don't you slink off to the pasture for a game of ring around the rosy with the sheep?
It happens sooner or later.
That will never change.
believe everything you hear.
How's it going?
That's none of your business, weakling.
I've got no time for things like this. Is gonna change.
Can you teach me how to handle 2-handed weapons?
Listen, boy. It takes a lot of strength to wield a 2-handed weapon. Why don't you slink off to the pasture for a game of ring around the rosy with the sheep?
You don't have to tell me that.
The first I've heard of it.
I want to join the mercenaries.
There's no place for wimps around here.
There's more, believe me.
He thinks it's as easy as
Not my problem. There's more, believe me.
I am strong enough.
Nonsense, you couldn't even lift a decent sword like mine.
he thinks it's as easy.
I said I am strong enough.
Oh, you're killing me. Want to risk a little bet?
I used to say that myself.
I bet I can handle your sword.
Really? How much should I relieve you of? Well, you look like a poor sucker. Let's make it 30 gold pieces. Do you even have that much?
Sure.
Let me see then.
Here.
All right, let's see how strong you are.
About this strong.
Looks like you got me there. I never expected that. You really don't look like you have that much strength in you. Well, I guess I just lost 30 gold pieces. Here you are. Now give me back my weapon.
And that's the truth.
Got my own opinion about that.
I think not.
What was that?
I think I'm going to keep it a little longer.
Just you wait, you bastard.
It's his decision, wasn't it?
I agree with you completely. Nothing you can do about it.
I'll get you yet. Don't you try that again.
Wait a minute.
All right, you win. What do you want?
Can you teach me how to handle two-handed weapons?
I'm not a bad fighter, but that doesn't mean I'm a good teacher. Still, I think I can show you the basics of two-handed combat anyway. That is, if you give me back my sword.
Here's your sword back.
High time, too.
Can you teach me how to handle two-handed weapons?
I'm not a bad fighter, but that doesn't mean I'm a good teacher. Still, I think I can show you the basics of two-handed combat anyway.
I want to join the mercenaries.
Okay, I don't carry grudges. You can fight, and that's what counts. Most of the lads here think nothing of a little brawl amongst friends. You'll get used to that. As far as I'm concerned, you're in.
I want to improve my two-handed fighting skills.
Where did you pick that up
He
then?
really should have known better.
That's been going on a long time.
Wait a minute, pal. I didn't see Sentenza search you. Sentenza,
Didn't they
come
have
here. One moment. He'll be right here. Then you're in for a nasty surprise.
Same old thing all over again. Don't try that again.
Wait a minute.
All right, you win. What do you want?
I have come to join you.
Nice for you. Do you understand that the mercenaries are going to vote whether you get to join them or not?
Will you vote for me?
Just because you beat me? No.
Will you vote for me?
Just because you beat me?
And? How are things?
Not many people come this way, but up to now, every one of them has paid my toll. Except you.
Will you vote for me?
Just because you beat...
And? How are things?
Not many people come this way, but except you.
Wait a minute. And?
Not many people except you.
Will you...
Just because you beat...
Hey, what do you want this time?
I used to say that myself.
I want to have a look around the farm.
Don't go into the building on the left. Silvio's in there. He's not in a good mood right now. If he sees a weakling who doesn't belong on the farm, he might get the idea of venting his bad mood on him.
I want to join up with Lee.
Lee won't have much to say around here if he keeps on this way.
What do you mean?
He wants us all to sit around here and twiddle our thumbs. Intimidate a few farmers now and then, and that's it. Silvio always says offense is the best defense, and damn right he is.
He insisted he knew better.
Who is Silvio?
Our next leader, if you ask me. If you plan on asking him if you can join us, forget it. You look like you're barely good for herding sheep.
I've got no time for things like that.
Methinks I'm gonna punch you in the face.
What?
That's exactly what you need right now.
I've been too nice to you so far, haven't I?
The truth.
There's
A fight.
a fight.
Stop right there, you lowlife!
We'll see about that.
Wait a minute.
All right, you win. What do you want?
I'd like to become a mercenary here. Do you mind?
Do whatever you want. There's another of those scummy beasts.
Wait a minute.
All right.
I'd like to become a mercenary here. Do you mind?
Do whatever you want.
Been there, done that.
I couldn't get away with that.
Same old thing all over again.
You don't have to tell me that.
That doesn't surprise me. Same old thing all over again. It's a bad business. He insisted he knew better.
I'm staying up.
I'm staying
Would have thought I'd gone about it differently.
What's up?
Since Onar announced he was hiring mercenaries, the court's been overflowing with nothing but rogues. All the rabble who didn't have the guts to come out of the woods before are here now. The bastards really came from everywhere.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
The mercenaries came from everywhere?
Most of them came from the penal colony. Another group of mercenaries came from the south, where they were probably hunting orcs. I bet that a few of the bandits from the mountains have shown up as well by now to get a free meal, huh?
Is it really true?
I knew that would be a
The
problem.
mercenaries came from everywhere?
Most of them came from the penal colony.
About it
it differently.
Another group of mercenaries came from the south, where they were probably hunting orcs. I bet that a few of the bandits from the mountains have shown up as well by now to get a free meal. Huh.
Get that from me.
What do you know about the mercenaries from the south?
Not much. So far as I know, they were hunting orcs there. Silvio is their boss. Bulko, Sentenza, Raul, and a few others work for him.
That's not what I heard. He insisted he knew better.
Which one of them came from the colony?
Lee and his people, Torloff, Cord, Jarvis, Wolf, and whoever else.
What bandits were you talking about?
I'm just blabbering. I'm not really sure about it. There are mountains with abandoned mines south of the valley. Some bandits are hiding up there. They're also convicts from the colony, just like most of the mercenaries in this court. The only difference is that they're even worse scum. They kill anyone who gets too close.
Just like you said.
That doesn't surprise me.
What bandits were you talking about?
I'm just blabbering. I'm not really sure about it. There are mountains with abandoned mines south of the valley. Some bandits are hiding up there. They're also convicts from the colony, just like most of the mercenaries in this court. The only difference is that they're even worse scum. They kill anyone who gets too close.
Do you really believe that? If you completely...
So why won't they listen to me?
I agree with you completely. That was no big deal.
That.
That's been you listen to the wrong people.
That's the first I've heard of it.
That's been really true all the time.
No one really wants to hear that.
Nothing amazes me anymore.